I wasn't actually telling the truth to myself about another. And the example I was going to share with you is when I was involved in a relationship many years ago. This is now almost 35 or 40 years ago, but I was involved in a relationship at that time in my life. And you know what? I really was no longer romantically in love with this person. I did, in fact, love them. I love this lady, as a friend and as another human being on the planet. I had a genuine love for her, but I no longer was romantically in love with her. But I couldn't admit that to myself. I couldn't tell myself that. But here we go again with that split personality. Part of my mind was saying, you know what? You're no longer romantically in love with this person. And the other part of myself was saying, don't talk like that. Don't speak like that. Don't say that. She's done nothing to hurt your feelings. She's done nothing to deserve that. You should continue to love her the way you did when you first met her. Don't talk like that. Don't talk like that. And I actually talked myself out of. Can you hear that? I actually talked myself out of my own truth about this other person. The result of which was I stayed in the relationship way longer than I ever should have. Can't even imagine, looking back on it, how I allowed myself to put myself through that when I should have just told the truth to myself about another. And again, I want to make the point that that's not just applicable in situations where what we're thinking is perhaps a negative thought. It's also applicable with positive thoughts as well. So it was a very hard time for me to admit, for instance, I was very attracted to a man in my life. And he was a 39-year-old man. I was about 19 or 20 at the time. And I found myself falling in love with this person. And I was thinking to myself, gosh, I just really love this person. His name was Ben. I really love Ben. I just adore this man. And another part of myself was saying, no, you're not supposed to have those feelings. He's the same gender. He's the same sex. You're not supposed to have those feelings. You don't love him. You like him a lot. Yeah, but don't. And I actually talked myself out of loving this human being because my culture said it was not okay for me to fall in love with this person at the level that I was feeling it. And I robbed myself of a wonderful opportunity to have a lifelong friendship. We did have a good friendship for years, but it could have been even richer and more wonderful and more glorious if I had simply allowed myself to admit and acknowledge the truth. So to tell the truth to yourself about another, whether it's your boss, your spouse, your friend, or any other person on the planet, to tell the truth to yourself about another is a very powerful thing because it allows you to act into it. It allows you to step into that truth and to demonstrate it, and then to not rob yourself of what you wished you had experienced.